All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's just this is where people expect to find this, and somehow Facebook keeps signing me up for the Moonology page, and I prefer to do this on my Yasmin Boland page. So, as I was saying, how is everybody? The energies yesterday were really intense, and as I was just saying when I was starting the other one before, I basically passed out yesterday for like 2 hours on the couch, and I'd actually had quite a good night's sleep. So I think it was just like that of energy. Did you all feel it? Did you see the new moon ceremony? If you didn't, I've put a link to it somewhere. We're still in the new moon phase, absolutely 100% in the new moon phase for up to about 3 days. It's actually until I think the moon gets more than 45 degrees. I don't think, I know, when the moon gets more than 45 degrees away from the sun, and then we move out of the new moon phase. So and just by the way, so you know, the moon is now in Aquarius. The moon is now in Aquarius, okay? So I just wanted to say to people, you know, what now? What now? After we made our wishes, you know, I was even thinking of my own wishes, which I made with everyone else. You know, many of us, you know, made some really kind of impassioned wishes yesterday. It was a really powerful new moon, and conjunct Pluto, and you know, there was a lot of energy around, and we put it into our intention. So what do we do now? Do we just sort of sit here and just, you know, nothing happens, or do we take some action? I mean, I think you know the answer to the question. So I wrote down my what I'm transforming. If you haven't looked at the ceremony yet, I've put a link above or below here so that you can actually see the ceremony and do the ceremony. We actually had about 800 people on there last night, which was amazing. So we really boiled it down to the one thing in life that we want to transform in 2021. So everybody had a different thing, and some people had a few things. And what I said under those circumstances was just choose one as you watch the ceremony and you kind of do the processes, and then if you really want to do another thing later, do it later. So for example, some people were saying, you know, I want to transform my health and my finances. So just focus on one, do the process, which is basically working out what it is, turning it into an affirmation, envisaging it as real, and then if you really want to do the second one, do the second one. In next year's diary, it's going to be a bit different, actually. Not this year's. This is this year's, which, as you know, is nearly sold out. So grab your copy if you don't have one, because it is going to sell out. And the link is above or below, where if you buy it from there, you get your $245 worth of freebies, including a ticket to my Kickstart 2021 Moon Manifesting Workshop on January 23. You know, next year what we're going to do is slightly different. We're going to actually have an overarching goal for the year. Okay, but so that's what we did yesterday. We had an overarching goal for the year. It's really a good idea to have one thing. And the question we asked was, if you could see yourself transformed in 12 months, or, you know, by the end of 2021, how would you see yourself? And that was basically what we did in the ceremony. And we made a new moon wish list and so on. So what now? So I'm looking at my list, and one thing we did was we listed 3 things that we can do this week. All right, and you know, I've got my 3 things, which I'm not going to say what they are because I'm a secret squirrel. But you know, I can do them, and I have to do them. Like, if that's really what I want to do, if that's really my intention that I put into the energy of the new moon yesterday, then I got to do it, you know. And there are quite simple, practical steps that I can take towards making this actually manifest. Okay, so what I want to say is manifesting works, manifesting is powerful, and remember, come full moon in 2 weeks, we will be surrendering all this to the divine. Okay, We will be surrendering it all to the divine. So if you haven't watched the ceremony yet, watch it, please, if you're into this kind of stuff, because it will help you set yourself up for the whole year. You know, it's more than just a single one. So there you go. So I'm going to do a card. Somebody just asked me, is the moon void of course? And actually, very unusually, I think it is, strangely enough. Because it's only at 10 degrees of Aquarius. Hang on a second. Let me just double check this. It's only at 10 degrees of Aquarius. And normally, under those circumstances, it wouldn't be void of course. But because of the way, let me just double check. So it's 14th of January and it's 11:22. So 14th of January, 11:22. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Hang on a minute, guys. Sorry. I must have been looking. No. Yeah, no, it is. It's void of course. Sorry, guys. This is wrong. What's happening here? Oh, yeah, now it's working. Oh. I'm confused. It says that the moon is going to go over Pluto. This is never wrong. This is solar fire. It's never, ever wrong. Anyway, I don't know what's gone wrong there, but yes, the moon is void of course. The moon is void of course right now. So it's really weird because this is never, ever wrong. I don't know what's happening. I must have done something wrong. It must be me that's messed something up. Just give me one more second. So it's the 14th of January, 2021. Sometimes I get the year wrong, but it is the 14th of January, 2021. And if I look at the moon over the next few days, where are we now? Oh yeah, no, sorry, my mistake. I was wrong, not the solar fire, of course. Yes, and the moon went void of course after it passed over Mercury at 9:27 a.m. So yes, the moon is void of course. So now the next question is going to be, when does the moon stop being void of course? This is something I should create a little lead magnet or whatever it's called, a little void of course. I should create a little PDF about this because people are always asking me about this. So the moon will be, so in a real nutshell, and then I'll do a card, okay? So if you're not interested in this, bear with me. I just want to explain this to the people who are interested. So the main definition of the moon being void, of course, is that the moon has made its final aspect to one of the planets before it changes signs. Now, because we have various planets, such as, well, Pluto, namely, at 24 degrees of Capricorn. Normally, you know, when the moon is in either an earth sign or a water sign in particular, but also potentially in a fire sign, basically anywhere except Aquarius or Sagittarius at the moment, or when it's making an inconjunct, so Leo or, I mean, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to confuse you, but yes, the moon is void of course, and it's void of course for a very long time because it's going void of course very early on in the sign of Aquarius, and it's actually not going to move into Pisces until tomorrow night, UK time, which is going to be the day after tomorrow morning. Okay, so basically the moon is void of course for a very long time. What are you meant to do? Just be. Just be. Just be. Don't start anything new. Don't start anything new. So where does that leave you if you haven't made your new moon wishes, I hear you ask? All right, well, just give me 1 second. Let me just tell you one more thing. Sorry, I'm just going to tell you one more thing. If you haven't made your wishes yet, let me just look. When the moon moves into Pisces, if I view the chart, I wish I could share my screen. I wonder if Facebook is going to invent an interface where we can share our screen like we can on Zoom, because it's so jolly useful. Yes, so when the moon moves into Pisces tomorrow at around about 10:15 UK time, that's when you want to set your intentions. Okay, so if you don't know if you're not in the UK, go to timeanddate.com and put in 10:16 p.m. tomorrow and see what time that is where you are, and then set your intentions, because we will still be in the new moon phase. We will only be 34 degrees away from the sun, and as I just said, it's 45 degrees. So I don't mean to bamboozle people, but yes, so if you haven't made them yet, you still watch the ceremony tomorrow, if you haven't already watched it, or watch it now and make your wishes later. Somebody just gave me an angry face. Am I being annoying? Probably. Anyway, so January 15, 10:16 p.m. UK time, that's when the moon goes into Pisces. So that's when you want to watch the ceremony, make your wishes. We will still be in the new moon phase. So I hope that helps everyone. Whoever's sending me angry faces, can you please just tell me what I'm doing to make you angry? I'm very sensitive, you know. I'm a very sensitive moon child. You have to be... Okay, I'm just going to show you something. I'm doing my new cards, my new moon manifesting cards. Look at that. Someone's saying I'm still in the USA. Can I do my intentions? Yes, you can after the moon goes into Pisces. Tomorrow at 22:16 or 10 p.m., 10:16 p.m. UK time. Find out what time that is where you are. I just thought I'd give you a little sneaky peek. This is actually my favourite card so far. This is the full moon in Leo card. I've printed them out because I'm starting to play with them. And these are going to come out in October. And I'm hoping that will be the cover shot, but I don't really have much sway on that. I have my opinions. It's only then if people decide that they want to listen to my opinion. I'm not the best at art. All right, so who is ready for a card? Who is ready for a card? Oh God, more angry faces. Who are all these angry people? Chill out, guys. Tell me why you're angry. Don't be angry. Okay, let's do a card. Maybe tomorrow I'll talk about the void of course moon. How's that for a plan? Tomorrow, 11/11 will be about the void of course moon. I need to remember that. I'll just write it down to remind myself. Tomorrow, VOC 11/11. I will try and create something coherent. All right. I think the yes pleases are actually for a card rather than for the void of course moon, but I'll do the void of course moon tomorrow anyway. I've got the card. Oh, very nice. Okay, so what do you need to do to make your new moon wishes come true? Are you ready for the answer? Confidence is the key to your success. Confidence is the key to your success. That's the answer. So I'm going to sign off because I'm about to go off and do my Written in the Stars online workshop for Pisces rising people. If you are Pisces rising and you have an hour or so to spare, I'm about to do a workshop that's just for you. We have, I don't know how many people signed up. Usually we have a couple of hundred. The link is above or below. If you're Pisces rising, it's not too late. You can sign up, and that'll be going live at midday. So I just need to go and get my head together so I can give the Pisces rising people a really good time. So basically we'll take a walk around your chart so you can understand your horoscope based on your being a Pisces rising. And we will do predictions for the year ahead. And we are actually supposed to be doing moon wishes, but I think I'm going to have to do something about that because it's going to be void of course moon. So I don't know what to say about that. We'll have to work that out once we're on the call. All right. Actually, everyone gets a replay. So we'll do it and then people can replay it once it's moved into Pisces. All right. So lots and lots and lots of love. Yes, I agree. Amazing card. Really good card. And I will see Pisces rising people in at midday. Chanting people I'll see tomorrow. See people saying when's chanting tomorrow. We did chanting today. It was great. We had 50 people. And there we go. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of love.